Assassin's Creed Shadows released the Claws of Awaji DLC, and while I might be a week or two late, I still have some opinions that I would like to share with you and let you know what I think of the DLC. I didn't get any early review or early copy, I have the DLC for free because I pre-ordered the game. If you're a fan, I'm sure you already know this, but this DLC brings a new island called Awaji to Assassin's Creed Shadows, and that's where all of the DLC takes place. So, how is it? Let's start with the more general stuff. First of all, I love the animations and the cutscenes. They are not as good as Assassin's Creed 4 or any of the older Assassin's Creeds, but they are a step up from the main game. If you watched my review of the main game, you know that I felt like it's too animatronic and just not well animated. It is a problem that's been going on with Assassin's Creed ever since, I would say, Valhalla, maybe even Odyssey to a limit. But Odyssey at least had fun characters that I didn't mind if they weren't that well animated. So this has been a problem for a while, and Assassin's Creed Shadows is by far one of the worst ones in the series. All the characters feel and look bad, but this DLC did a great job pulling that up a little, making it more fun, making it more unique. There are more animations, or at least I felt like there are more animations in the cutscenes, and they just look better. The cinematography is better, it doesn't feel as stiff as it felt in the main game. Maybe this is just recency bias, I'm not sure, but it does feel like they improved it. Now when it comes to Awaji itself, I think they did a great job making it feel unique and different from the main game. It feels more parkour friendly. The two main cities that are in this DLC both feel like they have been designed more with parkour in mind. It's nothing like Venice from Assassin's Creed 2, but it is well higher than what Assassin's Creed Shadows gave us before. I felt more fun exploring and parkouring, and you will need to use the parkour because there is a part of this DLC that's connected to one of the main Templar enemies that forces you to use the parkour because there are many informants and secret assassins on the street that will attack you out of nowhere. So actually it is also beneficial to use parkour in this DLC, unlike the main game. Speaking of the Templars, the story of the DLC in my opinion was well told. It was more interesting than most of the stories in the main game, and actually there is a focus on the Templars, although one of my big problems with the new RPG saga of Assassin's Creed is that Templars just don't feel like Templars, although they should have the cross now based on the time period, but these Templars don't. So they are called Templars, but I wouldn't go as far as like saying that they visually and thematically represent the Templars in the Assassin's Creed series. They just feel like more unique enemies that control regions and you need to take them out. They might as well be the Order of Ancients. That's one of my problems with the DLC, but when it comes to their own personalities of these Templar enemies, they are very well done, and I did enjoy fighting and going up against them. They feel unique and they have their effects on the world, which is one of the big problems in Assassin's Creed Shadows as a whole. In Awaji you can genuinely feel how each one of these Templars affects the world, how they control it, what their whole deal is, and it just makes you feel more involved, and it makes it feel like it's part of a bigger story and you are exploring this very scary island that is controlled by enemies and it's all out to get you. I don't want to have any spoilers in this video in case you want to play the DLC, so I'm not really gonna talk about the whole story, but I did enjoy it, and I think that Naoi's mom is a nice addition to the crew, but it felt weird when you first meet her. That's one of the things that I didn't like as much, comparing it to what it felt like meeting Marine or whatever her name is, Cassandra's mom in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. That was a big deal and felt different and like a reunion. Here it doesn't feel the same. I know there's a story context behind it, but it didn't feel as well done. But I did like her addition to the crew, and I think it's a nice opening for future editions when it comes to Assassin's Creed and Templars in Assassin's Creed Shadows. Now moving on to more of the gameplay side of the DLC, I did like the new outfits for both Naoi and Yasuke. They look great. I didn't like Yasuke's as much, but I think it's nice. I like the black armor, but not the helmet. It would have been nice if the helmet was torn down. But either way, I like the new outfits. When it comes to Naoi's new bow staff, it's very fun to use. I feel like it has its unique place in her arsenal. It's not like any of her other weapons, and it does feel nice for her to have even more weapons. It felt like it was lacking when it comes to Naoi. Even though she has her tools, yes, those are fun, but when it comes to actual weapons, it always bothered me that she only has the 3. and Yasuke has 5. So now it's more balanced out. I think it's a great addition, and it's fun to use, and it has some nice abilities, and it's also strong. When it comes to Yasuke, he didn't really get a new weapon, but he did get some new abilities, which are all fun and add more variety to the game, and they are a nice addition. All in all, I feel like when it comes to gameplay, this is just more of Assassin's Creed Shadows, so if you like the main game, you're gonna like this. If you didn't like the main game, you're not gonna like this. If I had to sum up this DLC in one word, it would be atmospheric. This is more of Assassin's Creed Shadows, like I said, but it has more atmosphere. You can see that they actually invested in making you feel more connected to Awaji and making it feel making it stand out more compared to the other side of the game. So that is the big thing with this DLC. If you want something that feels different from the main game, something that feels more atmospheric, you can definitely see that this is made by the people who made Assassin's Creed Mirage, because you feel as if this world is a living, breathing place. I didn't feel that in the main game, so for me, personally, what I was looking for in this DLC is something that connects me to Japan, makes me feel like this is a place worth exploring, and this DLC achieved that. Yes, the DLC, when it comes to gameplay and location and story, it's very similar to the main game, but for me, like I said, the biggest point that this DLC just gives is making it feel more immersive, which I guess at the end of the day, that's what I'm here for in Assassin's Creed. So if you are anything like me, you are gonna enjoy this DLC. I do not think that it's worth buying it full price. If you didn't get it for free like I did, I would say wait for a sale, because it's not worth the full, I guess, like $20 that it costs. Maybe wait for it to be 15. Lastly, some general stuff about the game, because also they released a big patch before the DLC, which I didn't get the chance to talk about in a previous video. The map defogging mechanic is a lifesaver, I love it so much. My biggest problem was that everywhere I go in this game it just didn't feel good because the map just wouldn't expand in a satisfying way. It's the best thing that Odyssey did, that every time you move to a new area you get a very nice colorful map and you just feel like you're exploring and literally writing this map of Greece. This game was missing that, and this is a very big step towards giving that feeling back, and I really do enjoy it, and it just motivates me to play the game more, because every time I opened the map up until now it just annoyed me. Now it actually looks nice. Also, the unlimited FPS and cutscenes is a very good addition, although it's very hard to run. I didn't expect that. Actually, my PC has more trouble running the cutscenes than the actual gameplay, which is weird. I don't know what's the background of that, but it does feel nice that it's not 30 FPS. It always bothered me since release, so that's a very nice addition, and I'm sorry that console players don't have it. Lastly, I just want to mention two of my big problems with this DLC. One, the lacking of side missions. It's overall, the whole game lacks a lot of side missions, but it also annoyed me with this DLC. I was hoping that they would add side missions to this DLC. I think I found like 1 or 2 in it. I would like to get more side missions back, like we had in other games. Side missions with characters and stories and arcs and whatever, just not the fetch quest or the assassin quest where you meet a character, he tells you to kill 5 other characters and that's it. I want actual quests, actual stories for people, letting me feel like I'm part of this world and meeting people and seeing how they live their lives. I think that was one of the best things that Odyssey did. You genuinely feel like you are learning about how these people live. I don't know if it's too late to ask for this kind of addition, but I'm hoping that they add it in the future, because Odyssey had a lot of side mission DLCs. So the last thing that I want to talk about is kind of a pet peeve. It's not really a problem with the DLC, but it's the fact that it's not connected to the map. It's just a whole other map, loading map, just like Valhalla. If you played Valhalla, you know that each DLC had its own map that you had to fast travel to. You can't just walk to the new area of the DLC. It's something that I really hate, and I feel like it makes the whole DLC feel disconnected from the main game, and it's something, again, that Odyssey did very well. With the DLCs, they were part of the main Greece map. So yes, you have a DLC that is new and new places and characters and stuff, but it takes place in a place that's already part of the map, so it made it feel like Greece is the same place, it just fills it out more. It's kinda like the Hearts of Stone DLC for Witcher 3. That's the kind of DLC that I expected. Claws of Awaji already shows up on the main map of Assassin's Creed Shadows. Why not just let us go there straight away? Why do you have to make it a whole area by itself, which I have to fast travel to, and every time I wanna upgrade my stuff or change equipment I have to fast travel back to the main game, update my hideout, like do my leveling up and stuff, and then again fast travel back to Awaji. That's kind of a pet peeve, like I said, but it really bothers me, and I hope that for the next DLC it will be just an addition to the map that we don't have to fast travel to and we can just walk to. All in all, that's my opinion of the Claws of Awaji DLC for Assassin's Creed Shadows. I am not sure how much this DLC will do to change the community sentiment around Shadows, but either way, we're getting a DLC for Assassin's Creed Mirage, which honestly I'm way more excited for, and I can't wait to play that. For now, this was a fun DLC and a fun distraction, and I'm glad that I got it for free for pre-ordering. Let me know what you think about it if you played it. Are you at all excited for it even? I think Assassin's Creed Shadows is a great game, but it's missing some crucial elements that I don't know why Ubisoft just refuses to change. But they have a good game on their hands, they just need to invest more stuff into it. Kinda makes me sad that Assassin's Creed Valhalla at this time had way more content post-launch, and even Odyssey did. I don't know what's up with them adding very little stuff after launch. I was hoping for more, but hopefully they pick up the pace now. I don't know. Either way, it was a fun DLC. Let me know what you think about it. If you're interested in more Assassin's Creed stuff, check out the channel, that's all I talk about. And of course, like, subscribe, whatever you wanna do, all the YouTube stuff, it's very much appreciated and it helps out the channel. And as always, thank you for watching and have a nice day.